Hi, everyone. Welcome back to episode 6.
No, we said it wrong last time because I remember editing it and being like, no, that wasn't it.
Someone just kicked the table.
It was me. I'm sorry. It was
All
my
right,
me.
shame on you.
We'll get it out. Don't
well, you
worry.
know what? It's episode number 6.
No, I think it's 7.
Well, it's 7. Either way, you're going to enjoy it, so what does it matter?
Anyway, we wanted to just put a little disclaimer out there. We're sorry we skipped a week.
For all our dedicated fans,
you know who you are.
We didn't think anyone would notice that we didn't put one out for a week.
But people did.
Yeah, they noticed. They're like, where's the pod? We're like, we don't have one.
Actually, exactly 9 people, 10 maybe, didn't notice.
Let's round it up to 10.
You know who
even
you
numbers.
are.
We love even numbers. Yeah.
You are
Shout out
the biggest
to,
fans.
Everyone who noticed. You guys are
real ones. Oh my god!
That's so crazy.
Okay, so before we move on,
we have to introduce our special guest.
You've heard us talk about her before on this podcast.
We mention her in like every single episode just because we just like her that much.
Just because she's like funny and like she's just been like waiting for us to ask her and we finally did.
It's Caitlyn Brill, for those who don't know her.
Greetings, Padre. It's about time. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all you gotta say. And
yeah.
That's all we're going to say. And that's the end of the episode. So
yeah.
we hope you enjoyed. Leave a review.
Bye. Oh, we're so funny like that.
Oh my gosh. Y'all thought.
It's not. We're going to do more.
She's sweet but psycho. Okay, anyway. Let's just start with that. I forgot about that. Our favorite song right now, recommendation time. We should have like a little segment or something. Sweet but Psycho by Ava Max.
It's such a terrible song.
It's actually really great. So like
hot garbage.
Oh my gosh, that's really judgmental.
It's true.
Why don't you apologize?
I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to take back my words. I said what I said.
Well, when we meet Ava and you don't, I think you'll be a little jealous.
When she comes to kiss us on her hello.
Yeah, and we get to meet
you guys
her.
Are gonna
We're going to get
greets.
a meet and greets. She'll know who's a real one and who's not. And that's all I'm saying.
All right, let's move on.
Anyway, it's a great song. I'd go listen to it. So if you want to do that, like, do it or something.
Chloe knows what we're talking about.
Shout out to Chloe.
Shout out to Chloe. If you're listening, you probably aren't.
She definitely does not listen to this.
We're gonna force her to.
Okay. So, what's next?
Happy spring!
It's spring, guys!
Spring!
For all y'all who have seasonal depression, you've been laying in bed the past 6 months, and, you go home every day, and it gets dark within 2 hours of getting home from school.
No, it doesn't.
And, you have nothing else to do but literally lay in bed all day. Your time is over. Unless you have regular depression, then in that case, I'm sorry.
It's like that tweet that's like...
It just gets worse. It just gets worse.
It's my favorite time of the year, like when spring comes, so I could see if it's just seasonal depression or if it's just depression.
What will it be?
Not to try to, like, make, mental illness relatable, but... Sometimes it is.
Maybe we should have a mental illness podcast.
Yeah.
Because this is a very serious topic.
Let's do it.
Mental illness.
You have paint on your sweatshirt.
You know what? Leave me alone. Oh my god.
And it's acrylic and you didn't wash it out. Look what happened to me today.
Oh my god. Oh
You're not
my
looking.
God. No, I'm mad. What? Julie, it's not black.
No,
of course it's
listen
black.
to my situation. We won't be cutting. We'll cut out when you said a cursular, wordular, but...
I'm getting my nervous eye twitch now. God.
I got green paint all over my sweatshirt today because we're in crafts and we're doing paper mache, and let me just tell you, this is the longest project ever. It has been a struggle.
We've been paper macheing for like a month. A month. I was gonna say 4 weeks, but I realized that's just a month.
Yeah, no, it's been so long. It's felt like 4 years.
We've been wheat pasting, gessoing, cutting.
If you would like to share what yours is, it's very good.
I feel like such a nerd when I'm saying this, but mine is a black-eyed Susan, actually. It's not a daisy.
Everyone's like, is that a sunflower? It's a black-eyed Susan, actually.
Actually, if you knew your flowers.
Yeah, and I finished mine, actually. So I'm glad I did. But I know Julia is still painting.
This is a very sensitive subject for her because she wants to be finished with it and she's not. Oh, I forgot to spank them out. I think I have to
It's
swallow
fine. Well, I'm doing cherry blossoms. And they're just... It's been hard, They don't look like cherry blossoms, first of all.
They do.
She's lying.
And I'm like, all of our friends
She's
have...
She's being totally serious. They don't look like cherry blossoms.
That was so
I'm
mean.
joking. Oh my god, I'm kidding. They look literally just like cherry blossoms.
Ew, oh my
Anybody
god,
think of
don't
Kim
even try
Kardashian
to...
when you think of cherry blossoms?
No.
When she went to Japan.
Oh my god, and then there's the Japan's, like, simulation on her game.
Yeah.
Where, like, your boyfriend can take you. If you've ever played that game.
Nope.
You definitely have. So don't even lie about it.
Oh, yeah, I used to, actually.
But yeah, so my cherry blossoms are going well. Yeah, so, like, they're going well. So, like, yeah. Annie?
Okay. I don't want to talk about it.
Annie?
My butterfly.
I had a lot of anxiety.
I,
this project.
doing crafts just gives me a lot of anxiety. I mean, a lot of things give me a lot of anxiety, but just knowing that I might mess something up that I've worked really hard on, and that I probably will mess something up, really just, it pushes my buttons, to say the least. Like, every single day we go into that class, and I'd, like, almost cry. Like, I was, like, inconsolable. I just couldn't stand the fact that things did not go right during the project. But I'm very happy to put it in the past. I will not be paper macheing anytime soon. And it ruined butterflies for me, so.
Yeah,
great.
It wasn't very... I mean, it was fun and stuff, but, like, stressful, you know?
I think we learned some valuable lessons.
Yeah, you have to
patience.
crinkle the newspaper, you have to tape it, you have to paste it, and paste it, and paste it, and paste it, and then remove the insides, and then paint it, and then paint it, and 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 it's just, it's not fun. If that sounded stressful, try doing it. Try doing it.
That didn't sound stressful.
Try doing it.
That didn't even sound stressful.
I think
It's worse than it seems.
It was awful. It was pretty terrible. I kind of hated it.
Okay, I kind of like it a little bit. The way it
well, then you
turned
can
out.
leave, okay?
Okay, so next topic.
What was the next topic?
I forget. We said we were going to talk about something, and I'm not remembering.
Okay, it was spring.
Concerts.
Caitlyn's burn.
My burn.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
sure.
why we're going to talk about this.
I don't know if this is like
let's
gross,
preface.
if people really want to like hear about this.
We went to the parade.
Yeah.
So we have this like ginormous St. Patrick's Day parade.
Everyone lives here. They all know about it.
If you don't live here, hey, we had some German listeners when I checked the demographics, and some people from like Washington and stuff. I'm not joking. You have to look at it. I'll show you after. But we have a big parade here for St. Patrick's Day, and we went, and it was really fun, and we were all really tired after, and Caitlin had to go to work. Continue.
Yeah. So I basically was out of my mind because I had to work like a 5-hour shift after we walked all over downtown Buffalo. So I was already not in the correct state of mind to be working. And also, my place of work does not have, like, proper labor laws, really, either.
We're not going to expose them like
so
that.
I'm already, yeah, we won't expose them. But anyways, so already it's a no-go. It's already problematic for me. And so, mind you, I have long sleeves on, but I decided to roll them up, which was my second mistake. And I'm talking to one of my coworkers, and, you know, we're just having a nice conversation. And I lean over the hot grill like an idiot. Like an idiot. Third mistake. Yeah. And then I just have to go like... And he was like, did you just... Was that like your arm on the grill? Because I'm leaning on this...
So
like in those high school movies... In those high school like dramedies when like the jock like leans on the locker
rom-coms?
And he's trying to be like... cool about it. That's
and
what
yeah,
I was
you were trying to be like
do.
casual, like chatting up with your coworker.
Yeah,
you know, being cute,
fun.
whatever, and then you just lean on the hot grill.
And I burned my arm, and I have a nasty burn, and everybody's seen it.
And it's in a perfect rectangle, which is so fascinating. Like
really?
I wish you guys could all see her burn.
It's more of a parallelogram, but
it's kind of like a trapezoid.
It's starting to scab up.
But she's getting nice and crusty.
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
But my burn's probably gonna be my hottest prom accessory. So.
You know, I feel like it should be good by then.
I don't know.
It'll probably scar.
I really don't
It's gonna
know.
be like scabbing over during prom.
It'll definitely still be there.
Stink. Well, I think it'll be a scar by then.
Hopefully.
Speaking of injuries, I'm just gonna skip my thrifting story because that's not interesting. What is interesting is how the other day I almost bled out.
Oh. Yeah. Can I just say from my point of view? So, I was in a free period, and I get a text
Wait,
from
I
our
need to
friend.
explain it.
Oh, okay. You go first then. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was in class, and Well, you're going to spoil it for the audience.
I won't spoil it for the audience.
So I was in a class, and, I'm feeling like a runny nose coming on. But I'm like, I ain't sick.
Aaron thought that was way funnier than it is. Like, no one laughed, and Aaron was like...
Well, it's because every podcast she says something funny, and nobody laughs because she's dead silent every time.
I bet the listeners laugh. Okay, anyway, comment down below if you laugh. Okay, so I feel this... I'm not sick, but I feel my nose dripping. So I, like touch it kind of, like, on my, like, upper lip, and I remove my finger, and it's, like, red. I'm like...
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Like, this is not good. Like, it was, like, pooling out. Like, a faucet or, like, a sink or something. When you put it all the way on. And I was
not
like...
just
it was like, imagine, like, your faucet all the way up and those coming out of it.
That's powerful imagery.
That's not exactly what happened, but yeah, close to it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, can I go to the bathroom? My teacher's like, yeah, you don't have to ask. And then she, like, chucks me the tissues. So I, like, run to the bathroom, like, trying to, like, get it to not go anywhere, but it ended up all over my sleeve, coincidentally where I got the green paint today, so that's great. And it didn't stop for 20 minutes. Basically, the rest of the period I was in the bathroom with Annie and our other friend.
Yeah, I was a good friend, and I'd say that's
No.
Julia. I was. Because, okay, I could have just walked into the bathroom, saw that you were, bleeding, and I could have been like, oh, I'm sorry, and turned around and walked out. Instead, I stood there.
You stayed because Delaney stayed.
Okay, yeah. Also,
true.
I wiped up blood from the ground for you.
I would have done that if you hadn't. Like, I'm saying, like...
But it was, like, a testament of our friendship.
Okay,
And that was
nice
really nice of me, especially because blood is disgusting.
But yeah, I was in there the rest of the period, and then I was fine towards the end of the period, but then it kind of started again as I was going to my next period, which was I had free. So I spent 10 minutes pinching and tilting my head down, because apparently you're not supposed to tilt it back or you will swallow pools of blood like I did.
No, but the funniest part is, so you know how you're supposed to, like, pinch the bridge of your nose? Like, it's supposed to stop a nosebleed?
Okay.
So Julia, like, you said that you haven't gotten a nosebleed since you were, like,
I haven't
5.
ever really gotten one.
So she was like, okay, like, I know you have to, like, pinch, like, the bridge of your nose.
Yeah.
She just takes the skin on the top of her nose and just pinch, like, not even the bridge of her nose. Literally, it just took, like, a little tiny piece of skin and just held it between her fingers.
Doing absolutely
and she was
nothing.
like, it's not stopping. I was like, no kidding, it's not stopping.
Well, here's the thing.
Nothing.
Not the website, sorry. My brother gets frequent nosebleeds. It's a long story, but he just does. No, it's something else. I'll tell you later. But,
That's ominous.
And so, like, whenever he would get one, he would do, like, what Annie just described. Like, he would just pinch, like, the skin, kind of. So I've never, like, known any difference. I was just doing that, but, yeah, I guess that doesn't work.
Nosebleeds are crazy.
So, but, like, it was just so
happen?
weird because I've basically never gotten one like that. Like, if I had, I don't even remember it. So it was weird. It was just a really fun time.
Great. Okay.
Should we just get on to our normal
topic?
topic?
Our normal topic, after we've already been talking for, like, 20 minutes, I swear.
I know. Do you guys like, okay, we always are, like,
Julie, you weren't towards the microphone.
I'm sure they can hear me.
Okay.
Anyway, we're always, like, leave a review if, like, you like this or like that. And, like, first of all, nobody does. So, like,
you have to make an account. No one wants to make an account. I don't even have an account.
Well, you just have to type it and then put in a username.
I've never even left a review. It's my podcast. Maybe I should do that.
Okay, anyway. So, if you are from Buffalo, you know what just happened last Friday.
Well, I guess 2 Fridays ago by the time this is up.
Oh, right. Yeah, 2 Fridays ago. Sorry.
Because you all saw on Instagram, all over Snapchat, the Ariana Grande concert. So we're going to be talking about concerts. Yeah.
So let's just start.
I didn't know what I was going to say after that.
We're trying to incorporate our guests a little bit here. So, Caitlin, what were your thoughts on the concert?
I thought it was so good, but her vocals were so insanely good. Like, they were better than, like, her actual, like, album, that I didn't even feel like I was at a live concert. I felt like I was just, like, hanging out with you guys, like, singing, and, like, somebody was just, like, playing her music. Like, that's how good she sounded, but also, like, gave me, like, this weird out-of-body experience that, like, I couldn't comprehend that she was actually there.
I feel that, because what she actually, like, didn't do a lot of, was, like, talk to the crowd. Mm-hmm. Like, it was mostly just, like, her singing and
stuff, which
is fine.
Buffalo! And she'll go on to the next song.
Yeah, literally.
And you're like, okay.
Thank you! NASA. No, but, yeah, so she didn't really, like, because when artists don't talk, it's just more, like, you are just listening to the song. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But still, I don't care, because her vocals are amazing, and she was amazing, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, and, I couldn't get over how small she seems. Like,
so
the whole time I was like, she's so small and cute. Like, that's literally like what I said, like, the entire concert. I just wanted to, like, give her a little hug or, like, put her in my pocket. Yeah. She was so tiny. And then you guys were like, oh, isn't she, like your height? Because I'm 5'3", and I was like, no, she's, like, 5 foot, which, like, doesn't seem that small, but when you actually see someone who's 5 foot, they're little and they're cute.
No, they are really little. Mm-hmm. And, like, she's literally 5 foot. Like, you would never think.
And her ponytail's, like, probably, like, 3 feet. Like, definitely half her size.
Yeah.
It's,
like, twice her body weight.
Oh, my God, that's so weird to
Twice
think.
her body weight.
Well, that's why she always wears, like, super high heels. So, like, if you ever met her, I'm sure you'd be, like, I'm sure she might be taller than you because she has, like, platform, like,
that's
heels on.
I love wearing, like, anything that's platformed. Like, that's why I like it, is because it makes me feel tall, because I'm short.
That's why I can't wear platform.
You could.
So I'll be too tall.
Julia,
it's too
if
tall.
you
everyone
take
else
advantage.
Platforms.
If everybody else has platform shoes on, then I can wear platform. Or I just wouldn't, and then I'd be more like everybody else.
You'd just be normal height.
Yeah.
Normal heighted.
Whoa.
Yeah, but we just want to talk about, like, going to concerts is so weird, because, like, afterwards, like, sometimes I just, like, I don't know how to explain
Feel
it. Like,
sad?
No, not even that, but it's just, like, I, like, don't feel like it actually happened.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was just listening to music the whole time. Like, the only time that didn't happen was for Lorde, which me and Caitlin saw together, like, a year ago.
Was she good?
Almost exactly. To this day,
so
I stand by the fact that was the best concert I've ever been to, personally. Like, she isn't my favorite.
I would say that, too.
Like, she isn't because my favorite person I've ever seen in concert was, of course, Lana. That's my favorite person I've ever seen in concert, but it wasn't my favorite concert. Like, my favorite concert was Lorde, just because, like, the show that she put on, and just, like, the music, and...
yeah, like we were saying, like, you don't go for her vocals, you go for, like, the experience.
Yeah, it was very, like...
the visuals.
It was the experience, yeah. And if you guys know the song Greenlight by her, the best song I've ever seen performed. Like, I didn't even care about that song that much before I went to go see it.
I like that song.
It was just really good.
And, like, we were, like, in the crowd. Like, for Ari, we, like, got a box.
Yeah, we were, like, in a box.
Yeah, we were, like, in a box, so, like, we were kind of, like, cool like that, I guess. So, like, yeah.
But, like, I feel like when you're, like, in the crowd, like, with the seats, with good people
with the energy,
it definitely changes.
Remember the guys that were behind us? We could not tell if they actually liked her or if they just got, like, random tickets and were actually making fun of her. Because they were saying, like, yes, queen, but in, like, the most, like, picture, like, the most stereotypical, like, straight male voice, like, filled with testosterone, but, like, screaming, like, yes, queen. They knew all the lyrics, but they seemed like they were just there to, like, make fun of it, but they knew all the lyrics. It was a very bizarre
and it was, like, close to Easter, so they were saying, like, the Lord is risen.
Yeah, they, like, would not
stop saying that. Wait, that's funny.
Yeah, it was just a weird thing.
I think they were probably fans.
Probably.
Yeah, it was weird.
They, like, tapped us on the shoulder a couple times. They're like, because
every single time they would they just kept, like, I don't know, it was weird. Because, like, at Greenlight, she's like, everyone, like, you know, like, jump and, like, dance. And afterwards, they were like, you guys are really dancing. We're like, yeah.
The two most, like, anti-social people, you're like,
yeah.
And just, like,
no, we went, like, really hard during that song.
We didn't even really know each other at that point either. Like, we weren't as close, which makes it even more weird that we were able to open up in such a vulnerable space.
We were friends and just show up to her house with, like, a can of Pringles. Because I didn't want to, like, show up empty-handed. And my sister was like, bring something else. Like, Emma, we have nothing in the house.
Why would you would never show up empty-handed. They bring Pringles.
Caitlin, please defend me and say that we really like those Pringles. Like,
the Pringles were, like, the best thing she could have ever done that night.
Like, they were really, really good.
I don't know about that.
The Pringles didn't even make it on the way back home.
No,
because we devoured them. There.
Yeah,
probably because we were, like, too nervous to talk to
because, like,
you're just trying to fill your mouth.
For people who don't know,
for
people who, like, don't know me and Caitlin, we're both very, like, very shy people, and we both, like, don't like opening up to people unless, like, I know them very well. Mm-hmm. And at this point, it was a year ago, so we weren't, like, super close friends. Like, we were friends.
How did you get to, like, go
school
together?
Friends? You know
we were school friends. We were school friends. Like, we would never, like, hang out after school ever.
Mm-hmm. How did you get to, like, go together?
One day in religion, Caitlin was talking about, like, the concert, and Abby was supposed to go with her, but it was the day that they were leaving for Rome. And Abby was like, I'm so upset that I'm not going to be able to see Lorde. And Caitlin was like, I know, I really wanted to go. And I was there, and I was like, oh, like, are you guys talking about Lorde? Like, I love her. Just kind of, like, interjected myself in the conversation, as one does. And Caitlin was like, oh my gosh, yeah, we should go to the concert. And it was just kind of like, I was like, yeah, haha, I didn't think we were actually going to do it. And then we were like, oh, we should really actually go, because we both really like her. And from there, we just did it.
Wow. And look at you now.
Now we hate each other. Yep. That's it.
It's, like, really hard for me to be on this.
Sitting across from me.
I'm feeling a little bit of tension.
Oh, and another concert. I just went to a concert.
Oh, yeah.
On 2 days ago, I went to the Fleetwood Mac concert because they came here with my sister. I was so excited. I loved it so much. It was fantastic.
How was the people
Stevie
watching?
Yeah, was it
Okay, my one criticism of the concert, it wasn't the actual concert. It was the people in the concert. It was all, not to, I feel like we bag on old people. A lot. Every single episode. We, like, always are, like, talking about old people, saying how much we, like, dislike them. Disclaimer, we don't hate old people. We just don't love you. I'm kidding. Okay.
Please listen.
Because everyone's like, you're so mean. Like, I'm not kidding. Okay. I said that wrong.
I'm not kidding.
I do hate you. No, I am completely kidding. I love my grandparents. And they're old. So I feel like...
Will they listen to this?
Oh, they don't. Anyway... It was very, like, me and Emma were definitely
Did you feel like
youngest.
you were being judged?
Oh, yeah. We definitely felt like we were the youngest people there by at least 20 years. And the thing is, there was no one stood. You just had to dance in your seat, which was super weird.
How is that even possible?
No, you would just kind of, like, gently kind of, like, rock back and forth without being weird about it.
I totally understand that.
But then I wish we would have stopped, because there was, like, actually, like, kind of younger people behind us. They were probably, like, mid-30s. It was, like, two friends or whatever. And, like, once we stood up, because we kind of stood up, like, at the end, like, before their encore, and then they stood up, too, and they were, like, dancing. So I feel like if we would have stood up earlier, we just don't want to stand up because we don't want to, like, block anyone, like, behind us.
Everyone else is sitting.
Because they were old people, and, like, my dad, he works security, and he says, like, the biggest issue with those concerts with old people is they get super angry when people stand.
What do they expect,
like, maybe,
though?
Okay, sit in your living room, play, your Fleetwood Mac CDs at home. Like, why would you pay money just to, like, sit there and look? I get, like, you're old, you probably have, like, arthritis or whatever, like, but, like, grow up, Like,
they are grown up.
Get over it,
okay?
Get over it.
Because my dad and I went to go see Elton John in September. King Legend, we love him. And it was like that. Like, people would just sit. I was, like, literally the youngest.
I went with my mom to see Bruce Springsteen. And that was a little bit... That was a while ago.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It was all such random
I know. It was me, my mom, and her friends, and my siblings. So it was, like, a good group of us. And I feel like he's a little bit more, like, people dance than, like...
Yeah, because he has some hardcore fans.
Fans.
And he has, like, good, like, rock, like, songs that people, like, dance to. Yeah. So, like, we were dancing to some of them, but, like, some of them, like, I wanted to keep dancing, but, like, all the people around us were like, I gotta sit down. So I was like, okay, I guess we're sitting.
She is, like, she is in love with Bruce Springsteen, like...
Okay, I'd say my mom's number one. Our moms are tied for first.
No, our moms, like, always bond over the fact that they both, like, are, like, obsessed with Bruce Springsteen. They both seen him, like 30-something times. Me too!
Yeah,
my mom.
My mom told your mom about how to, like, meet him in New York.
That's not when she met him.
She met him.
Yeah, she met him, like, 10 years ago. 2009, I know, because it's the ending to all of our passwords, not to expose things, but yeah, 2009, and she took a selfie with him on our little, like, Canon camera, and she made it into our family's mouse pad for our desktop computer. It was really fun.
No, my mom went to New York recently, and, like, he had a show there for, like, that year, and, like, every day you could, like, wait for him outside the entrance where he, like, walks in. Yeah. So she, like, waited for him out there, and he was, like, signing things, and it was cool.
But how I got on this topic was that she, like, loves him, like, no matter how old she gets, like, she will still go to his concerts, and she, like, loses her marbles, like, every single time. And the last time, there was, like, people complaining to security about her.
Oh my god!
No, not like, they were like, can you sit down, like, and it wasn't, I think it was in Canada, so, like, they were very, like, polite about it, because it was Canadians, but they were like, ma'am, like, can you please, like, calm down, like, we, like, can't see, like, you're standing right in front of us, and she was like, I don't care, like, I'm gonna stand up. And she did. And she had a good time, because that's how she is.
She's a real one.
At least it wasn't like that at Ari.
No, with Ari,
we had such a good time. We were sitting the entire time. Yeah, we never sat down. That would just be disrespect.
Yeah, she doesn't really have any slow songs either. Like,
but even with slow songs, you can still stand up and
like sway.
Yeah, because they
like clap.
Fleetwood Mac had some bops. Like you can dance some of their. You can dance to a good portion of their songs. Aaron, I know you disagree with this. Landslide, yeah, get down to Landslide. But
I disagree with it
because
I don't listen to them.
No, the other day you were like old. You were like, well, like why would old people like be like standing up and dancing? Because it's like.
Well, yeah, I feel like Fleetwood Mac is like hippie.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, what I was going to say was it was just like they could have stood up, but I guess it's because they're old and they're like decrepit. So,
but we love you, old people.
Yeah,
we love you still, and you're arthritis.
You still have rights. It's okay.
I've been to many concerts in my day. I'm posing.
Okay.
For all those
people like cannot see what we do.
It's just like dead silent.
So yeah, I've been to many concerts, and I love concerts. Like, they're my favorite thing in the entire world, but then after they're done, I'm actually, like, really sad and depressed. And, you know, I wasn't too sad about Ari afterwards. Like, normally I'm very sad when concerts end, but, like, with Ari, I was like, yeah, okay. Like, it was really good, but, like, I'm not, like, super sad. I'm, like, glad I went.
No, I know what you mean. Like, after a concert, if it was, like, such a good concert that, like, I get, like, sad after it's over, I can't listen to the music.
Post-concert depression.
Post-concert depression.
Depressant. It's real.
Depression. I, like, can't listen to their music for, like, a good couple of days because it's just too much. It's too much.
Ari, but I still cannot listen to any of her music, and I haven't even looked at my videos yet. Like, that's how sensitive it is.
Yeah,
I'm really sad. I'll just, like, know that I'll be triggered.
I couldn't listen to One Direction for, like, a couple months after
also, my stomach just growled, so you probably heard that.
I didn't even hear it, so I doubt they did.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so, after One Direction, I didn't listen to them for, like, a couple months, and I was very, very sad, like, because I just knew they were, like, going on hiatus, I say in quotes, basically breaking up, and, like,
it was just too much
like, it was not, like, the first time, I was so upset, too. I wish I was a little bit older so that I could have, like, gone to more of their concerts, just because, like, my sister was a big fan, and she went to, like, a lot of their concerts, like, multiple for each tour. So, yeah, that was, like, good for her, but, like, since I was so young, I wasn't, like, super into, like, going to concerts. So I only went to the Otra tour. And, what?
Otra.
Isn't that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Otra, on the road again. Their tour. And then it happened after Zayn left, too, so I never even saw Zayn in concert. That was sad.
I did. Not to be flexing here.
And also, this was before I got my glasses, and I didn't know I was blind, so I guess I couldn't see anything the whole time.
Wait, didn't you talk about this last podcast?
No, she talked about her contacts.
I get confused about what you tell me in real life and what's been mentioned on the pod.
Yeah, I do too, honestly. But, yeah, so... What?
Your aggressive rocking.
You can't hear it.
That just distracts me.
Caitlyn was doing it before.
Yeah, but I like Caitlyn better than you, so...
Oh, T.
Once again, I have to clarify, that was a joke. I like them both equally.
She says with a straight face. So, other concerts you've been to?
The Wiggles.
So... The Wiggles!
Oh, let's talk about our first concerts.
Yeah, that was mine.
My first concert was One Direction. I was 12. It was a Take Me Home. Was it Take Me Home? Was that what it was called?
Take Me Home, yeah.
Take Me Home tour.
Fake.
And it was in Toronto, and I remember I didn't want my mom coming with me because I was too cool to go to a One Direction concert when I was 12 with my mom. Like that just would have been like too embarrassing for me.
Social
I was
suicide.
Like, yeah, I was like, Mom, like this is just
like
so
embarrassing,
right? Like this is just so embarrassing. Like I'm not gonna go to a One Direction concert with my mom. So I brought my sister instead. To this day, she's convinced that Harry Styles gave her a peace sign. Like, she did, like, a peace sign, and he happened to do it, like, 2 minutes.
Gave her.
I don't know how to phrase it. She thinks that he did the peace sign.
Like, aimed it right at her.
No,
just
she's
for her.
Convinced. And if she listens to this, she's, like, gonna argue with me. I know. And she's gonna be like, he did. Like, do the peace sign at me.
They made, like, eye contact.
Did the peace
sign. And this was when he was in his prime at this point.
Yeah,
he
that
was
Take Me
so
Home tour, yeah.
cute. What was this? Okay, I saw them 3 times. I don't know what this
was. The other one Midnight Memories?
Midnight Memories. He also looked good in that.
Yeah.
Well, he looked good in all times I've seen him.
Of any of their faces is when they wore the colored jeans and then, like, the top, and then they, like, flat ironed their hair.
Yeah.
The OG, Up All Night.
Up All Night.
Yeah, Up All Night.
The good stuff.
It was, like, right between Up All Night and, like, Take Me Home.
Did anybody have that phase when they were kids to, like, try to, like, transform into, like, boys?
No.
And they would, like...
What?
Wait, Caitlin, can you expand? Can you expand? Can you just...
No, that was
take it out of
because...
context.
Hold on.
Like, okay.
Erin is telling me right now that I did have that phase, but I didn't. First of all, never had that phase. Second of all, the reason why she's saying that is because in middle school, we all dressed up as One Direction one day, and that's when I did my hair like that.
You used to send us pictures of, like, your hair, like, across
Yeah,
your
that
head
was what...
with, like, the Justin Bieber.
No, that was the day before we were dressing up as One Direction.
Julie's getting really offended that she would ever stoop that low.
No, literally, but I just want to make sure Erin knows she's wrong.
I want you to please expand on that, please. I need to know more.
So, anyways, not to say that I don't identify as a female. That's not where we're going with this story. But my cousin and I literally would, like, we would, like, pick out, well, ties into One Direction. Like, we would all have, like, our favorite member, and hers was Harry, obviously.
Who's yours?
I also liked Harry, but I couldn't say him. So I picked Louis. Which, he's irrelevant. Anyways.
Yeah. Sis should pick Niall.
So, like, I remember we, like, would pick out our outfits, or just, like, we would, like, flat iron our hair and, like, put hoods on. And then take pictures to, like, see how much we could, like, look like them.
No, my sister
similar to what
dressed up as One Direction for Halloween in, like, 7th grade, but all of her friends ditched. She's gonna get mad at me if I share this story. All of her friends ditched her, except for one. She had a bad time in middle school. Basically, she was just the only singular person dressed up as Liam.
Liam.
She was Liam, and no one else dressed up as anything.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I just remember it was so funny, because, like, everyone was like, what are you? And she was like, I'm Liam from One Direction.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah.
No, that's what, I was Harry when we did it. Erin was Niall. 3 other people were 3 other members.
Okay, so we can agree that it's some sort of thing.
Yeah, well, we did it for a spirit week, like
it's
a spirit day
in
middle school, and also I remember Hannah wanted to be Niall because Hannah has blonde hair. And then we were like, no, Erin's going to be Niall. You are going to be the fan. So
was she the bodyguard?
No, that was someone else.
Poor Hannah.
She had to be a fan. And she had a poster that was like, I love 1D, but she really, like, hated her life that day.
I love 1D.
Oh, hearts out to Hannah.
Well, there was only one blonde in the band.
Were you Zane?
I wasn't part of that.
I don't think you...
I wasn't friends with you at that point.
I think you, like, took the picture with us, but I don't think you...
I was the one taking the picture, definitely. I was the one that's like, do you guys want your picture? Because I wasn't friends with you at that point.
Yeah.
I was like... Oh, sorry. I didn't really know you that well at that point.
Yeah. So, but that was fun. That was a good time.
No, it was. Those were my first 3 concerts, were One Direction concerts.
All 3 in a row?
Yeah.
That's, like,
I didn't go to anything in between.
That's, like, you should be proud of that.
Wait, no, I definitely did one before the 3rd. I don't remember that.
My first was Justin Timberlake. His 2020 Experience Tour.
No, you went to that?
Yeah. Well, okay, so it was scheduled, and then he got sick or something. So then it was rescheduled, and, like, I didn't have tickets at first, but then when it was rescheduled, my mom, like, found tickets somehow through, like, her work or whatever. And so me and my mom went. And we were in, like, good seats, but he came across, like, on top of the crowd on, like, a moving, like, balcony almost or something. And, it was, like, he was very close to us, and I just remember being like, that is Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, it's so weird, like, to have them so
Yeah,
close.
that's whenever I'm at concerts, I can't process, like, the person I'm looking at is, like,
is that
person.
Especially if you follow them, like, really closely.
Yeah,
like
Ari, like, when I saw her, I was like, because I follow her on, like, all social media. I've seen, like, the Stan accounts, like, pop up on my feed and, like, everything like that. So it's just, like, funny to, like, see her. And that's the same thing. Like, I went to Taylor Swift this summer, which, by the way, like, how you were saying Lorde was, like, the best show you've ever seen.
Such a good concert.
Taylor Swift was definitely the best show I've ever seen. Like, granted, she doesn't have, like, the greatest vocals of all time. Like, she's not, like, Ari or anything, but she put on a great show. Like,
so just what I was, like, gonna say, that's how I felt like at the Lana concert, that I like, couldn't process.
Yeah,
like, that was her,
so
because
good.
I used to, well, I still do love her, but I used to, like, idolize her so much, which I don't know why, anyway, but, like, I used to just, like, love her so much that, like, I couldn't really process, like, that it was, like, her. Because I just would, like, watch, like, the screen and stuff. And I was like, hey, like, that's her.
But then when you see her in real life, you're like, oh, wait, she's, like, a person.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about Ari, because, like, before the show, she, like, came, like, she was running in, like, the crowd because she was trying to watch her opening act.
That was
and, like,
insane.
I was, like, looking at her, and I was like, oh, she's just, like, a normal, like, person. And she's, like, short. And I know we've already discussed that, but, like, still.
Yeah, like, celebrities are just, like, normal people. Yeah. Which is so weird because, like, you glorify them so much. But, like, they're normal gals.
They really are.
And guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, this kind of just, like, we were planning to talk more about concerts, like, best seating and, like, who you go with and, like,
oh,
stuff
before
like
we go,
that.
if you could see one person in concert, who would it be?
Oh, jeez.
This is what I want to know. I meant to ask that question earlier.
One Direction reunion tour.
That's a good one.
Or wait, I have to think.
Cute.
Like, currently, I'm just gonna say, like, what, like, this isn't, like, just, like, an all-time favorite, but, like, what I would want to see right now, Casey Musgraves.
I was thinking that, too.
I have a little story about this just really quick before we end. So, I use my sister's old Spotify, because she doesn't use it anymore. She uses Apple Music. So, I use my sister's old Spotify, and I went through a really big Casey Musgraves phase. I'm still in it. I love her so much. I listen to her so much that my sister's, so it's, like, obviously, since I use her Spotify, it's her email. My sister got an email, and it was, like, from Spotify saying, like, thanks for being a special fan. Here's a Casey Musgraves pre-sale code for her concert. Because I listened to her so much that they, like, gave me a pre-sale code. My sister doesn't check her email. So by the time that she even got the email, it was, like, too late to even use it. And I'm just so mad because me and Julia wanted to go so badly to see her. And, like, the worst part is next time she goes on tour, she's going to be even bigger, and she's not going to have those cute little, like, venues anymore. She's going to be in, like, a big arena. And we're not going to be able to get tickets.
Sorry.
I'm just so sad.
No, okay, if I could pick one right now, it would be Casey Musgraves, because I love her, and, like Annie said, she's in, like, the small arenas, like, even if you aren't, like, in a great seat, like, you're still super close to her, and, like, she connects with, like, fans and stuff. Or, Shawn Mendes just started his tour, and y'all know how I feel about him, and I've seen so many videos online, and I just need to go to my concert right now. It's in September, and I can't wait. So, yeah.
I would say the Jonas Brothers or Frank Ocean.
Oh, Frank Ocean. No, oh my god, because he literally does not.
He doesn't
tour. Like, do concerts. He doesn't tour. Oh. And my one friend, she went to a Frank Ocean. He did, like, this, like... No, serious.
You were saying.
She went to, like, a Frank Ocean, like, concert, and she was, like, super, super close to him. She, like, almost touched him.
Oh my god.
And it was crazy.
People, okay, we can get into this. Okay, maybe another podcast, we could do, like, stan culture. Because I would have loved to get into, like, how people, like, meet celebrities, like, so many times. Mm. And, like, how people get meet and greets, and, they'll find their hotel and their, like, airport and stuff.
It's so crazy.
Because this is, like, a whole topic that I could go off about, because... To me, it always just seems like, if you have a Stan account on Twitter, like, you are one step ahead. Like, you are, like, the tickets are, like, cheaper for you or something.
No, it's just because they care so much. Like, if you care to make an entire account dedicated to one person, like, you'd, like...
But then you can go to, like the one Stan I know for Shawn Mendes is going to, like, 30 of his shows.
That's insane!
Like, 30!
How can you...
And he doesn't even have, like, a intense job or anything. I don't know. It's... This is a whole topic I could talk about, but we have to wrap up because we are piecing out. So we just want to say thank you to Caitlyn.
Thanks, Caitlyn.
Sorry if, again, we never let you talk, because this is just how we are, I guess. I think we did.
This is how we are?
Annie,
I'm kidding. No, I do the same thing. I do the same thing.
You are going to realize how much you've actually talked.
I know, I do. I talk over people a lot. But yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you liked it.
Sorry we didn't come last week.
Yeah, sorry we didn't do an episode last week. And, yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you next week.
Okay, bye.